Hey guys, how's it going? Cell here, and welcome back to episode 15 of the Ultimate Ironman Progress Series. And if you can't tell, which I guess I wouldn't expect anyone to be able to, I'm going to start this one out with animal magnetism. Before that though, I think I got 2 hunter levels between videos from birdhouses. I'm stopping them for the time being because I can't be bothered getting more seeds, but I will be resuming those at some point. And as the levels get fewer and farther between, I will come back with every update, probably, because might as well, at least when I'm able to. Sometimes when I'm doing birdhouse runs, it's between activities that I don't have the ability to record things easily, so I might just omit some of those levels, but if I remember, I will mention those in the next video. Or the next clip, rather. Anyways, I'm going to finish collecting supplies for this quest and then get on with it. But plan for this episode is pretty much quests for now, and maybe some other skilling content if I can get around to it. But we are nearing, probably some Slayer, now that I think of it. Not there, what am I doing? Because, if I can remember the point of me running on this sentence. Because given our recent skilling and other things, once we get Slayer up a little bit more as well, we will have the ability to do more quests. So I like doing them as I'm able to, and honestly there aren't that many left. This is quite a short list compared to what I'm used to, so we're getting up there in quest points, which is pretty amazing. So in my mind, I might as well go ahead and do what I can, while it makes sense to. My sack's too small. Shame. Alright, here comes the end of animal magnetism. A couple levels here in crafting and Slayer. Very close to a 30 Slayer quest requirement. The XP from this quest, though, reminded me that I did get 67 woodcutting while doing birdhouse runs, and I forgot to mention that earlier. Alright, quick intermission here between quests. Figured I might as well use this mossy key, clear up the inventory space. I've got nothing for gear, but we'll see how this goes. If I don't get the kill, then I don't get the kill, but I won't be too upset about it. Let's just see how this goes, I guess. Alright, yeah, that was a failed kill. I severely underestimated how much damage the ads do, and I also didn't know how to kill them at first because I didn't read this guide thoroughly enough. Oh well, no big deal. First attempt at it. I did record it. I'm not going to show the clip though. I basically just sat there for 3 minutes, so anyways, I guess that's our first actual boss attempt outside of quest bosses, I think, anyways. Back to questing now, since we suck at that. Alright, so I'm in the middle of my Arm's Big Adventure, of course. There's the cutscene by the Taibuwanai village, and it rearranges your inventory for some reason. I thought something was seriously bugged out or something was happening with my stuff when the cutscene started, because, well, my inventory did this, so... anyways, the boss fight is the next thing coming up, so I'm going to do my best to prepare for that, and hope it goes well, because it is in an instance, which means I could die and lose everything. Alright, gonna be starting the fight soon, and this is my final setup. Went around, bought some green dragon hide from the Champions Guild and Oziak. 77 range, accuracy. Hopefully that's good enough to handle this. And then while I'm at this, I'm probably gonna finish up the Slayer task after this, since I already have the good gear for it, at least as good as I'm gonna get. Alright, I only got 80% dead. I might go do this Slayer task and then give it another shot, because that was kind of insane. There's 43 range. I just missed 30 Slayer, but we got it. Early levels flying off the shelves. There's 44 range. I also got hit points level. I might not record those because, you just get them passively anyways. It's not something you go out of your way for, really. And I also have difficulty sometimes when people are doing stuff around my apartment, like mowing the lawn, as they were doing just a couple minutes ago. So if that happens, I'll come back with like an aggregated summary of what happened. Alright, there's 31 Slayer, and that's the last one we're going to get on this task because we only have 4 kills left. I also picked up a beginner clue and another mossy key, which was kind of expected. I think in a task like of the size that I got, you can expect to get 2, realistically speaking, if you aren't unlucky. So I am going to give that another shot once I handle some of the stuff in my inventory. I don't know if I can plant this yet. I don't actually think so. But I'm going to plant these while I'm at it. Alright, there's that task finally done. If you're wondering why I'm gathering Marintils, by the way, it's for the, or want to rather. I do have a decent stack in my looting bag as well. Those along with Guam can be used during Lunar Diplomacy, I think, or Dream Enter, can't remember which, for very good Herblore XP, as long as you have the herbs. It's only a temporary method, it's more of a way to like dump all the early herbs you have for a bit of extra XP later on, so I might as well do it, I think. So I don't know why I didn't consider this, but I didn't actually need to complete My Arm's Big Adventure for this. I just needed to unlock the song, which I have done. I do still want to try to complete the quest, but might as well try to finish out this clue if we can. Let's see. All that work, and I am going to drop it because there's combat and it's in the wilderness. We're able to finish out this beginner, of course. Let's see. Nothing. Oh, there's 62 magic. So I've decided through some calculations that despite the giant rock having 150 magic defense, it's over double the DPS to cast Firebolt instead of using the bone crossbow. So I am going to make some things I need for a stash unit, get the planks and materials and all that, and then go make that so I can store this green DI so I didn't blow money on it. Also got some rune gloves for same purpose there. And I guess I'm just going to wear monk robes and pray longer. Alright, this should be everything I need. Just going to run in here and build this hopefully. Then, well, I could have taken off my stuff beforehand, I guess. Alright, there's that, and we should be able to fill it. There we go. I know I'm kind of bouncing around a lot this episode, but that's it's the nature of UIM, and I kind of want to highlight that this episode, if anything. You know, a lot of moving pieces, you end up doing a lot of different things rather than sitting down doing one thing a bunch, at least a lot of the time. There's time for long grinds and such at certain points in the account and gameplay, I guess. Alright, take 2. Here's the setup now, using Bolt instead of Strike now. Also have a super anti-poison which I'm going to drink before I go in, and hopefully this time goes a bit better now that I know how to handle the mechanics. Alright, that's it. Much easier once you know you actually need to kill those growthlings with an axe. 5 adamant plate bodies, those are going to seem nice ox. I'm going to go get some nature runes for that and do this beginner clue. There's the last of the adamant plate bodies locked. I also ocked my bone crossbow just for the extra space for food, and I can always easily just buy another one back if I need to. Let's crack open number 13. These never cease to amaze me, let me tell you. Alright, that was so much easier it was not even worth comparing. I guess I should have just completely disregarded the fact that it had 150 magic defense, because it was very easy to hit against it, honestly. Anyways, yeah. Alright, I was about to be mad if this wasn't the case, but the leprechaun was gone, and I needed to give my arm a spade. So, thought I was gonna have to run back, but nope. Alright, after a very roundabout way of completing this quest, here's the end of it. I'm hoping this will get us to... let's find out. No! Just short of 45 farming, which we need to plant all these maple seeds that I've got. But we also got an herblore level out of that. Oh, we can start planting Era seeds. Oh, we don't have any though. Alright, I'm all over the place right now. Anyways, we need 45 farming for these maple seeds, which we can also easily get the protection for, because you just need baskets of oranges, and you can get those very easily from charter ships. Oranges, that is, so hopefully something we do can get us to 45 relatively soon. Alright, this is another one that may end up taking another chance because, sorry for the siren by the way, this boss hits pretty hard, and you can't pray through all the damage, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, that was incredibly nerve-wracking. we got ran over by the cart for like a good chunk of our food, which was not so great. Anyways, glad to be done with that, and glad I didn't have to do it multiple times. Alright, we get to finally chop this thing up and get that. Got to 51 strength. Alright, I wasn't sure if we'd be a bit short of that, but very nice, and that puts us over another quest requirement. Also knocked out a Mauritania hard task, which is to mine mithril ore here, which is why I got 55 mining beforehand. Because I really don't want to have to come back down here. Although I guess if I ever want a salve amulet, I'm going to have to, since I'm not going to be taking this with me. Well, in the final fight against the last phase of the demon, and hit the timer limit. Took me longer than 5 minutes apparently. And I had an XP drop that was enough to kill it when it despawned, so fun. Now I have to spend time either dying to get prayer potions out of my bag or killing stuff to get another prayer potion. Or a few, I guess. How fun. Alright, after another attempt, finally got it down. Almost had to do it again though. I guess I don't know that for sure, but I kind of felt that way. Should get to, hang on, what now? Oh, we gotta go upstairs or something. Okay, not upstairs, but to his literal clone, just inside the building. Yes, I will train now. Skilling you 2, 3. Oh man, this is gonna be doozy, isn't it? Herblore. Okay. Got us up to 50. Another one, please. Alright, we gotta do this 4 times. And that's it. Took us up to 52 Herblore. Very solid. We can make super energies now if we're so inclined with all the Aventos we have. Though I guess we only have like 50. Anyways, that's quest complete. It's very anticlimactic because it's a RuneScape Classic quest, and don't even get me started on the fact that it is, because it means you can do things like fail to make the Golden Bowl. Because RuneScape Classic, that's how they did literally everything back in the day. You've got like an 20 to 80% chance to fail everything you did, and it was just ridiculously annoying. The questing anyways. The skilling, it wasn't that bad, even though it's also the same way. There's like 0 AFK skilling in RuneScape Classic. Like you click a tree, you chop it once. You click a fishing spot, you fish once. And then if you don't catch a fish, you click it again. Fortunately, not everything's like that anymore, and that's enough rambling about stuff nobody cares about. On to something else now. Alright, we need some sweet corn for the next quest I want to take on, and the easiest way I can tell to get that is by pickpocketing master farmers, so hopefully it doesn't take too long. Alright, I guess that didn't take too long. Busted out the rogue set very temporarily here. I guess we can put this back on now. Gonna plant those and a couple other things. We hit Renar seeds twice in like a very short period of time, which is quite nice. So I'm gonna get to growing this and hoping it doesn't die, and that's pretty much it. Through picking up all the scraps of the seeds and etc. that we had, got 45 farming, which means we've unlocked the farming guild, which I've never done anything with before, and we can now plant our maple seeds. So the next time we do the looting bag shuffle, I will take out my maple seeds, get them in plant pots, and then start planting them. Alright, I've got pretty much everything I need for the last RFD subquest, which is ceramic vase if you're feeling saucy. Let's see here, I think this last one at least. And then just that in the finale to unlock Barrow's Gloves, which would be a first for me on Old School. However, we do need to go to Intrana, so I think I'm going to die to Zulrah, and then run there, do that, come back here, do the whole looting bag thing. You guys know what's going on by now. Alright, here is the last subquest. This one gives very little XP compared to some of the easier ones. And yeah, basically all we need to do to finish RFD now is to do the finale, which requires us to have Desert Treasure, I think, is the last thing that we need. And the last thing we need to do for that is Temple of Ikov. So, to make a long story slightly shorter, Temple of Ikov and Desert Treasure, then Recipe for Disaster at some point. Not this episode, though. Wow, just completely failed at speech there. Because I think this one's getting a bit long, so we're probably going to wrap it up fairly soon. So I've got my teak and maple saplings planted and noted for future farm runs. And I am just going to go ahead and plant these teaks with this ultra compost I just made. Have a decent amount of that. A little bit more than we need for the teak saplings that we have. We have 28 of them. Because the payment for teak saplings and maybe mahogany too is very expensive. For teaks, I think it's 15 limport roots each, which is just insane. And I think with ultra compost, they're not that likely to die. So, I don't know what I'm doing here, by the way. So, I'm comfortable with, just expending these and getting whatever we get out of them because they're kind of an additional thing anyways. I'm not too worried about min-maxing the amount of XP I'm going to get from these teaks. It'll just be a nice boost in my mind. The maples, however, like I said before, I am going to fully protect those, and I will show you guys how I'm going to do that right after this. So to protect a maple tree, you need a single basket of 5 oranges, and the way I plan on getting those are by heading over to this shop here just north of Port Sarim, buying 5 baskets, and then heading to charter ships just down here, and they sell oranges, so I'll fill up these baskets and then start the farm run. Here comes the first level of many from these maple trees. This should get us in total to like the low mid 50s, which is pretty amazing that we're going to get such a big boost there. And here comes 47 as well. Alright, I've done a couple more maple tree runs. I've got 10 trees left that'll need checking. That'll be about 34,000 XP, so looks like we'll get to 54 and possibly pretty close to 55 as well from what we have left. Teak trees haven't grown yet because they take forever, but I think I am going to go check on them at some point. Oh, I guess I should do that before I put stuff in the looting bag, so I'm probably going to do that, but for now, I am going to put a few things in the looting bag, mostly all this stuff. I mean, I guess I could have sold the staff, but it doesn't really bother me either way because we have space in here. Because I think to finish off this episode, I am going to go train my attack at the Chaos Druids northwest of Ardun, in the Chaos Druid Tower over here. My strategy for that is teleport the cloak, note any herbs I have, run back up here, fill up my inventory again, and repeat. Just to work towards 60 attack while I have some time to do so. And I need something that isn't super intensive like blackjacking, but not something that is like extremely AFK, so this fits the bill. There's 57 attack. I don't know how much longer I'm going to do this. I'm getting a tad bored of it, and there are some other things I could do in the meantime. I don't actually know how important it's going to be to get 60 attack for the Dragon Scimitar before I want to do the stuff I do next. Anyways, the haul is everything here plus quite a bit of stuff. 18 Renar from that so far, and a bunch of other miscellaneous herbs. Once again, the Guam and Marantil are going to come in handy once we go to Lunar Isle. Do lunar diplomacy, really, because there's a sneaky herb lore method that's really only employed by UIM, but we'll get around to seeing it eventually. Alright, so I'm a liar. You guys know that by now if you've been watching the series up to this point. I say I'm going to not do a grindy thing, and then I end up doing a lot of the grindy things, so I'm at 59 attack, and I'm going to finish off 60 after I finish up this tree run, but here is 52 farming and 1,300 total. Using up the last of our maple saplings here, so the run after this one will be another 15k XP, and that's it for the tree seeds for the time being. Yeah, I also picked up another Limport route somewhere in the mix here because I need 20 for Temple of Ikov, which is something I'll be doing next episode. And here's the updated from like 55 or 6 to 59, the herbs I've gotten. And I'll do a final check of the looting bag with everything in it at the end of the episode, but I'm going to get back to it and finish that up before we wrap things up here. Yeah, someday I might be a bit more well-spoken after I talk to myself on camera for another few hundred hours or so. Alright, here comes 60 attack. Let's just skedaddle here. Well, I just rambled for like 5 minutes before I realized I wasn't even recording anything. Anyways, we're going to be wrapping up the episode. I did ceremoniously alch my rune sword, which is, a big moment that I thought I was recording but didn't. Etc. I don't want to train combat. I think I went over that in the clip before that though. Stats update. Notably, we got some farming and attack levels. We can use our Dragon Scimitar now, which is going to be our melee weapon until we get a whip, which is just completely unfathomable to me. We also did Legends Quest, which is the main point of this episode, and unlocked Barrow's Gloves. Barrow's? Dragon Gloves right after that. We will hopefully be unlocking Barrow's Gloves soon, and next episode I hope to tackle Desert Treasure, if I can actually do that. That'll also allow us to clear up a spot in our looting bag, because that's the entire reason we have these magic logs here. Anyways, the other stuff in the looting bag is the stash of herbs we've gotten from grinding attack on Chaos Druids. 52 Renars is very helpful. It's a nice stack there. That's like over 200 doses with the ones we already have, which is like 54 dose potions, very solid. Besides that, just other herbs that we're going to use up eventually at some point. Lastly, we also got a ton of law runes because I forgot that Chaos Druids drop law runes. I went to buy some, had like 80 before I started, and wound up at 233. Anyways, that's enough rambling for now, so if you've enjoyed the episode, which I assume you have if you're watching up to this point, then feel free to give it a like. It helps me a lot. Subscribe if you want to see more and you haven't already. Leave me a comment. I'll respond if it's a response, or I guess if it is not like a random statement. Okay, I don't want to say if it's worth responding to. That's kind of dumb, isn't it? I'll probably respond if you leave a comment, is what I'm trying to get at. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. See ya.